Story time with Fergie and friends.
The Little Red's Christmas story. Okay, here we go. Right. Now, you Little Red. Oh, dearie me, Little Red, we knocked your fir tree down. Okay, there we are. Are you ready? Are you going to enjoy it too, Little Red? Okay, girls and boys, here we go. It's Fergie and friends. It's story time. And I'm so excited because it's coming to that magical time. Elves, reindeer, and Santa Claus, and Father Christmas, and holidays, and holiday time. Anyway, are you ready? I'm looking for my specs on. Off we go. Excuse me, snowballs. Cute. I could throw them, but I wouldn't. Would I do a thing like that? So Little Red's Christmas story. Look, and you know, it's pretty exciting because Little Red's got a candy cane. And we're on our way. And there's Little Blue, and he has got a little doggy called Gino. Gino the dog. And do you know that Little Blue here, and there's Gino, and they live at Buttercup Cottage, and it's in Bluebell Wood, which is very exciting. And there's Rony, and he's wearing his tartan, and Little Red is there, and the rabbit. And do you know that Rony only goes with lots of carrots? Did you know that? Anyway, so here we go. They're always going on a picnic. I wonder what they get up to today. It was Christmas Eve at Buttercup Cottage. The house was covered with snow, and long, squiggly icicles dangled from the roof. Little Red and her friends were ready to set off for Christmas Tree Wood. That's funny, isn't it? Where their favourite little fir tree grew. Let's get a wiggle on, said Little Red. It's time to go, and we've got lots of presents to deliver along the way. Singing carols. The merry gang crunched through the snow while snowflakes hustled all around them. They stopped at Purdy's pasture to give the mouse family some sugary cinnamon sticks. There they go. Yep, there's the mouse family. They love living in the tractor on this cold and very snowy evening. Then they headed for Sansom's meadow. Little Red had made some delicious treacle shortbread for the robins who lived there in the teapot. Of course they lived in a holly teapot. Of course. And their last stop was to call on the badgers in four-leaf clover field. I made this acorn necklace for you, Mrs. Badger, Little Red said proudly. And here's some of your favourite walnut fudge, Mr. Badger. She held out a beautifully wrapped bundle of fudge. Yummy. Thank you, said Mr. Badger. Now, where are you off to next? We're going to find our tree. Yippee! Yelled Little Blue with glee. The four friends arrived at the edge of Christmas Tree Wood. Yippee-doodle-dan, cried Little Blue, hopping from foot to foot and getting tangled in his scarf. He had just started to build an enormous snowman when Rony gave a cough. Excuse me. He actually, Rony, she's a she, not a he, sort of snorted out carrots and spluttered from her mouth. I hate to break up a little bit of the seasonal silliness, but what's that light coming from behind the trees? Oh dear, whatever can it be? Wondered Little Blue. I think I know who it could be, laughed Little Red merrily as she skipped through the wood. Look, isn't it beautifully done, isn't it? I know there's Rony over there and Little Blue. Is Gino over there too? He wants to come too. There, in a clearing, stood Santa Claus with his sleigh and his 8 reindeer. How lovely to see you, said Little Red. By jingle, by jolly, by Jove, chortled Santa Claus, if it's not my dear little friend, Little Red. Little Blue, Rony and Gino all looked on in amazement. They had no idea that Little Red was one of Santa Claus's really good friends. I know. I'm in a bit of a tizzy, my dear, explained Santa Claus. Poor Percy had a bad cold and he just can't go on any longer. I'll never be able to get all these presents delivered with only 7 reindeer. I have an idea, said Little Red, looking gingerly at Rony. Now then, I wondered whether you'd like to meet Rony. I know she hasn't got her tartan rug on, but maybe we might be able to meet her. Rony, are you there? Rony? Here she is. Come on, Rony, come and play. But aren't you cold without your tartan rug? Aren't you cold without your tartan rug? Oh, your tartan rug. Yes. Well, you know what, Roni? We are going to say that we're very pleased you came. And just because the book has a tartan rug, it doesn't matter. We're here. Can you stand up, do you think? Well, not unless I have some carrots, she said. Well, you haven't got any carrots, so we'll just sit you there for a minute. Go on, Roni. Say hello to the reindeer. Hello, reindeer. My name's Roni. Okay. Oh, no, said Roni, flicking her mane defiantly. I'm sorry, but I can't fly, and I won't fly. Quite right, Roni. As quick as a flash, Little Red grabbed her sack of smiles, and before Roni could say, jingle bells, she sprinkled magic flying dust all over the stubborn pony's hooves. Ha! There you go. Now you'll be able to fly, announced Little Red triumphantly. We'll see about that, said a rather huffy Roni. Roni. But even if you're right, I'll expect an enormous bunch of carrots and a mountain of sugar lumps. How very sensible. Little Red giggled as she kissed Roni's velvety nose. I know I can count on you, she whispered. Little Red and Roni. Sweet. Thank you. Oh, hello, Little Blue. You're going to come and play too. There's Little Blue. It's a fantastic day, isn't it, Little Blue? There you are. Best friends they are. Oh, Roni's now turned into a reindeer, I think you'll find. Okay. Ho, 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 laughed Santa Claus. But time's running out, and I'm still going to need some extra help. Could you come too, Little Red? I think so, she answered. Then she turned to Little Blue. I know that Percy will be safe in your care. And Bear too, said Little Red, as she handed her beloved teddy to her friend. He doesn't like heights, you see. So there's Little Red handing the beloved bear to Little Blue. Little Red clambered up to take her place next to Santa Claus on the sleigh. I promised to bring you back a present, Little Blue, she called. Eyes forward, whooped Santa Claus to the reindeer and Roni as the sleigh whizzed off into the night. Into the night air. As Roni's hooves left the ground, the carrot she was chewing dropped from her open mouth. Oh! Ooh. How amazing. Christmas crackers, she gasped. I'm flying. Woo! Look at that. She's flying. Oh, wow. This is a great book, isn't it? I'm so excited. Hold on. I'm having a cup of tea. Well, maybe a glass of water. Want some, Roni? Well, no, I'm flying. I can't have water. I'm flying. A very downcast Little Blue with a snuffly Percy. And a grumpy Gino waved a sad goodbye to Little Red. How Little Blue would have loved to fly on Santa's sleigh. I suppose we'd better go home, he sighed. Gino, can you dig up your favourite tree to take back to Buttercup Cottage? Gino threw Little Blue a disgruntled look as he dug the little tree out of the ground. He was grumpy. Little Blue loaded it onto the sled, popping Bear on the top as they headed for home. Look, there's Gino in the snowstorm. Look, and there's Bear, sort of, I don't know, dangling over the top of the fir tree. Whoopee, whizzing, whirling, walnuts, shrieked Little Red as the sleigh hurled through the skies. But then a worried frown appeared on her forehead. I do hope that Percy's feeling better, that Bear's all right, and that Little Blue remembers to hug them both. Yes, hugs are so important. She said, there, don't despair. Your Bear's in good care. Sang Santa Claus as they flew over the snowy rooftops. Oh, I do love this book. Look how beautifully done. Beautifully illustrated by Sam Williams. Beautifully done. It was late when Little Blue, Gino and Percy trudged up the path to Buttercup Cottage. They were all tired, cold and utterly fed up. Well, I rather agree with them. They should be up in the sleigh. Little Red has all the fun. I bet she forgets my present, muttered Little Blue as he dragged the fir tree through the front door, curled up cosily in the armchair with Purdy. She bustled around, settling Percy by the fire and wrapping him in a blanket. Oh, lucky old Percy. He didn't have to be out in the cold. Then she brought him a hot water bottle and carefully placed his hooves into a bucket of heated honeysuckle water. Of course he did. Well done, Purdy, well done. Suddenly Little Blue's hair stood on end. Dingly-dangly disasters and dog-eared donuts. Oh, no, Little Blue, he cried. Where's Bear? No. Little Blue ran round and round in circles, getting more and more tangled in his scarf. He must have fallen off the sled. Whoopsie. And Little Red will never forgive me, he shrieked. I've got to find him. And with that, Little Blue tore out of the cottage. Oh no. He stumbled in the direction of Christmas Tree Wood with tears streaming down his face. I'm a hopeless friend, he whimpered. I'm not just Little Blue, I'm very blue. But just as he turned the corner into Samson's meadow, he met Mrs. Badger trundling her wheelbarrow full of the little badgers. Through his tears, Little Blue noticed a small paw, waving from the wheelbarrow. It wasn't a badger paw, it was Bear's paw. Yay! Oh, Mrs. Badger, you found Bear, he cried, hugging and squeezing her with all his might. Yes, dear, said Mrs. Badger. I found him half buried in the snow outside our house and recognized him straight away. Well done, Mrs. Badger. I know how fond Little Red is of her bear, so I thought I would return him as quick sticks. Look, there you are. Christmas pudding-tastic, laughed Little Blue, and he wrapped Bear very carefully in his scarf. Then he told Mrs. Badger all about Little Red's adventure. Why don't you come back to Buttercup Cottage with me? You could help me decorate the tree. I'm all behind little Roni's tail, and we must finish before Little Red and Roni get back. Yes, I'm sure you better. So with Mrs. Badger and all the baby badgers and with Bear tucked inside his scarf, Little Blue rushed back to Buttercup Cottage. Look how exciting. Whoa! Everyone helped to decorate the Christmas tree and the cottage, and even Percy's antlers. As they worked, they slurped marshmallow cocoa and crunched on crusty custard Christmas crumpets. They sound fun, don't they? Suddenly Gino began barking. Look, excitedly, and ran to the window. Someone must be outside, said Little Blue, as he undid the latch and opened the door, just as Little Red walked down the path laden with presents, and Roni was smirking smugly from ear to ear. Little Red hugged and kissed each of her friends in turn. Then everyone looked up to the sky and waved to Santa as his sleigh flew up into the stars. Thank you for a wonderful adventure, Santa Claus. We'll send Percy back to you when he's quite better. Called Little Red. Come inside, Little Red. You must be frozen, fussed Mrs. Badger. Yes, do hurry, Little Red, said Little Blue as he eagerly eyed the pile of presents. Everyone followed him into Buttercup Cottage as he pulled Little Red by the sleeve. Oh, well done. How Christmassy everything looks. The tree is just beautiful, gasped Little Red, hugging Bear close to her heart. Little Blue, she said, handing him a very odd-shaped parcel. This is for you. Thank you so much for looking after Percy and the bear. Ooh, lucky she didn't know that Bear was left out. What a true friend you are. A horn, cried Little Blue. Fantabuloso, toot toot. It's just the thing to make my tricycle go faster. Yes, sniffed Roni. And what about me? What about my present? I did all the work. Oh, Roni, you've been the biggest star in the universe, said Little Red. That's why Santa Claus wanted you to have these as an extra special treat. Oh, how delicious. Roni's eyes sparkled as Little Red placed a bucket full of crunchy, candy-coated Christmas carrots in front of her. It was a piece of Christmas carrot cake. Roni chuckled. She did a big chuckle. Look at this beautiful, beautiful party. Little Red raised her cup of marshmallow cocoa. Hooray for Little Blue and hooray for Roni. She laughed proudly. Hip, hip, hooray. We've all saved Christmas Day. Everyone cheered and everyone looked at everybody else, including Percy in his feet. Look at his hooves. They are in that bucket of honeysuckle water, don't forget. And everyone came to play. And they all said very, very, very Merry Christmas. And there was peace and harmony back in Bluebell Wood and Buttercup Cottage. I hope you've had a lovely, lovely little trip with Roni and Little Red and Little Blue. And of course, Gina the dog, who's out there barking at something right now. Anyway, lots of love and see you soon.
With Fergie and friends, with Fergie and friends.